welcome back to the Recommended Experiences podcast, also known as RXP, where a few working professionals talk about a lot of things like movies, video games, TV shows. But today, we're going to be talking a little bit more about video games. But before I get started, let me introduce myself. I'm Yasser, and my co-hosts today are Alex.
Heyo.
Matt.
Oh, hey.
And Tiffany.
Happy 30 years to Pokemon.
So, for full disclosure here, I stole this hosting job from Tiffany today because it was going to be all about Pokemon, and then there was a couple interesting news stories that I wanted to add into this episode. Tiffany's like, I can't host then in that case. So you have me. You're stuck with me. But today, as Tiffany said, we are going to be celebrating. Yeah. We're going to be celebrating the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. And with that came a Pokemon Presents Direct. So let's get started there. Tiffany, I'm going to let you take it away. What did you think? What were your thoughts?
So we saw a highlight of all the different various Pokemon game properties. Like, I forgot about Pokemon Sleep. We saw Cafe Remix.
There's a lot of
there.
properties now, yeah.
Yeah, Masters
Can I ask you
EX.
a question? Is Pokemon Sleep like a game, and you get
Kinda.
experience for just using it when you're sleeping?
Well, have you used it, Tiffany? Has anyone used it here? Out of
No,
curiosity?
but I have a friend.
Sleep is not a game, Matt. Sleep is helping you lead a healthy lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
have a friend that played Sleep for a while, and she would show me some of the Pokemon that she caught. Or like in the morning, she's like, "Look what came, like overnight," and she like sent it to me. But she's since stopped like texting me about it because she did it for
Do you
like a
think she
month.
still plays?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing all those properties seems kind of cool. There were some games in there that I was like, "What is that game?" Like that Dark. What was it? Dark Genesis or something like that. Like that.
That went on the
GameCube.
XD Gale of
Gale
Darkness.
of Darkness.
Yeah. I think it's a GameCube game.
It is a GameCube game. And that was like a slap to the face for me, but keep going.
I've never seen that game before in my life, and so I was like, okay.
Neither have I.
And then they talked about Champions, and I was like, oh yeah, that thing that I like completely forgot about. But
Yeah.
you guys, we got Pokemon WiWa. Okay. And
Wait, is
I'm
that what we're
sorry.
calling it?
that's what the internet's calling it. WiWa. Winds
Oh my
and
God.
waves.
WiWa?
WiWa.
Oh my god.
Get on board with
This
me.
can't
I hate
be
it.
You know what?
I hate
we
it.
got makeup on Pikachu's, and now we got WiWa.
We do.
So let me just say
The Pikachu Swingers? Is that what you're referring to?
Wait, why are you calling
The
them
old
that?
married
They're
couple
just
Pikachu.
vacationing.
Yeah. They like the energy that you're picking down, putting down.
Oh, so they want my upside down
No,
pineapple?
you didn't.
That's what you're talking about?
You know those Pikachus have names, right?
No,
The
Like
real
official
names,
names.
yes.
they do.
Yeah, they're actually variations of Pikachu. They're not
Yeah.
actually just Pikachu.
I told you it's Mr. Windy Chew and Ms.
Yep.
Wavy
I-
Chew.
I
Oh,
literally
wow.
thought you made that up and was making fun of me.
No,
No,
that's
those
real.
Those are real
Miss
names.
Wah,
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
whatever.
wait, why did they need a Mr. and Mrs. or Ms.? Why can't they're just not Windy Chew and Wavy
Well,
Chew?
because it's a male Pikachu and a female Pikachu. Did you not notice the
I mean, I
heart-shaped
did
tail?
notice. No, I noticed the eyeliner.
Well, that's why it's a Mr. and a Ms.
Okay.
They both had eyeliner.
There was more
Okay.
eyeliner on Wavy Chew, I guess.
Oh.
Eyeliner does not.
Constitute
Never mind.
pronouns. Okay,
Or eyeliner
I
inclusive.
forgot the word.
pronouns.
It does not discriminate.
Oh, it just-
There we go. It
Oh
doesn't
my gosh.
discriminate.
Well, you guys, we got WiWa, okay, and I got a slap to my face when it said it was coming out in 2027.
Yeah, that was big.
But I adore Brout and Pombon. I won't talk about Gekwa.
Wait, which one's which? I can't
How could
remember.
you not?
I just remember which one I liked the most.
The green chickadee is Brout. The little fire
Yeah, okay.
Pomeranian is
The
Pombon.
green.
And
That's what
a
I'm
new
talking
type.
about.
Green
and
type.
the lizard-looking thing is Gekwa. I also think the names are
Okay.
pretty clever. I'll be honest.
I like Pombon. I'm just gonna say
Say
it.
it. I love.
It looks like a goated starter.
Brout.
I feel like I'd go with Pombon for sure.
Pombon and Brout are my two favorites.
Kind of rude,
I just-
leaving out the one guy.
What?
My favorites are all but
all
that
the
one.
all but the one.
Starter Pokemon.
Gekwa has some sleepy eyes. I'm just like,
Dang.
it's
He does
too
have sleepy eyes.
moist looking. The Gekwa.
Okay.
Moist
She looks
looking.
slimy.
Yeah. You know what though? Here's the thing. I have a disease, and it's called when people hype up starter Pokemons. I'm almost like,
Yeah.
you know what? You reject lizard. Come here. Come to Papa.
Come
I'm
to
gonna
Papa.
I'm gonna take you home, and we're gonna win this thing. So I think I'm full Gekwa because at this point, like, it was Pombon
I love that.
forever. Like, everybody was about Pombon, and I don't know if you guys have been
Hell
picking
yeah.
up what social media is talking about. They are all about Brout
No.
now. It is
Oh,
Really?
Brout
Brout forward.
supremacy
Yes.
happening
Yes.
on social media.
I've seen a lot of Brout memes.
Yes.
Brout is
Yes.
an icon. Okay.
It's the eyebrows that makes him an
Yes.
icon.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
And yeah, so you know what, Gekwa, you're coming with me. You know, you can sell me car insurance. You can do whatever you want. Like, we're gonna own this thing. Honestly, we all love the starters, right? But they always mess up at least
Yeah.
one in the final, evolution.
Evo.
I don't feel like they messed up one.
What's that?
Dude, they mess up all
in
the
the
time.
evolution.
So you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
You guys take your roles.
Yeah.
Take your roles with Brout and Pombon. I hope it treats you well. Me and Gekwa, they'll probably mess up Gekwa. This is probably the most cursed Pokemon ever.
Yeah, I know that there is a request that they make sure that
Stays.
Pombon, his evolution does
Forward.
not stand
Yes.
up. Apparently, that's a thing on the internet. That's the only thing I heard about. Everything else has just been memes
Why
for me.
Because
do they
I
need to
had
be standing
Litten,
up? Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
and Litten turned into Incineroar, and people were mad about that. But you know what? I kind of liked Incineroar because it was like a wrestler, and like it turned into like a
Yes.
fighting style, which I thought was cool. Like, I don't know, people are the internet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta complain about something.
I will say, since we're talking about Gen 10, when
You gotta
they
get-
showed it,
drop some news.
I was like, this looks
Did you like fist pump?
good. This looks really good. Like the waves,
Oh yeah.
everything about it,
It does look
looked really good.
Yeah.
And that it's only coming to Switch 2, you know what? I'm like, good. Like, maybe you needed
That's
a
good
little
too,
bit
yeah.
extra juice to make, the asset look a little bit better than they have for the past, 20 some years or 30 years, honestly.
Switch has been holding them
It's
back.
been holding us back this whole time. So I'm pretty pumped about it. I was also, selfishly pumped about the Fantasy Critic
The
counter pick.
counterpick.
So
Yeah.
I was happy about that. But honestly, before it even started, I was still hoping it was coming out this year because you know what? This would have been cool. Like, the world needs a good Pokemon game, and I wasn't completely certain, even if it came out this year, if it'd be good. But I think them
Yeah.
pushing it back, it might be even better, just because it like takes more time.
Gives you more confidence.
Because they're skipping,
Yeah.
skipping this year. Like, what we have is what we have.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of happy
I mean,
they went that route.
Pokopia. Have we talked about Pokopia yet, though? I mean, that's not quite skipping.
Not
That's
yet.
true.
Well,
There's something there.
Also,
And-
technically.
And champions.
Oh yeah, champions.
And
I mean, Alex, what's your vibe on the starters?
oh yeah,
I mean, from the starter's perspective, it's always. I feel like you can be attached to the first form, right? The first stage, like that's what you see.
But it's all
when
about the
you
final
enter
form for you.
game. Yeah, it's always about the final form because
I see.
obviously, I'm not the maniac who doesn't evolve my starter, right? Like I'm not
oh, I do that.
rolling
Oh.
through the Elite
With-
Four with my starter
Level
like
99, like
unevolved.
Squirtle.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Like,
that.
that's
with
not my
Squirtle right
Yeah.
So,
now.
like historically
fair.
looking through kind of like the previous the final forms of previous generations, I feel like I tend to lean towards the water types. I feel like the water types have kind of the form that I enjoy the most out of kind of the array. Stuff like Primarina, right? Like people are like, you know, like Populo I felt like didn't get a lot of love, but for me, like Primarina as a like final stage for it as a starter, like I really enjoy it, right? The kind of like dancer, like mermaid style look. And so, and then also Empoleon from Diamond and Pearl, like loved how Empoleon looks, as a kind of like the king kind of shape, like he's an emperor penguin, right? And so if I feel like I'm going to be picking Gekwa just because water tends to be the most interesting form for me, long term. And the only reason I went fire last generation was because Fuecoco is peak design. I think visually Fuecoco has looked like the best like initial stage starter of all the starters. But because this time around there wasn't a starter where I was like, that's the guy, like he is him type of thing, I'm kind of more open to be like, okay, let me just pick the one that I think will have the best looking final form, and like that's Gekwa. And then also on top of that, like I'm kind of glad they're showing like reservation, right? Kind of releasing in 2027, because besides, everything that they talked about that it is coming out this year, it felt like this was just another Pokemon Presents despite it being the 30th anniversary of the series. And I'm like, honestly, if anything, that shows that they're giving more respect to the IP, in that they're like, okay, we need a bit more development time to make WiWa, Winds and Waves the best that we want it to be. And so, like, let's not rush it out, right? Because it always felt like, some of these past games, past generations, they're just kind of like getting it out on the clock. And so, if anything, maybe the fact that this year's so mooted, besides what our usual staples, right? Like, we're getting more of all of the mobile game updates, right? There's all the multiple anniversaries happening. They're doing the big celebration, right? Pokemon Go, they kind of downplayed it, or they didn't really downplay it, but 10 years of Pokemon Go,
that's a big milestone.
Yeah, is a huge milestone. They're like, hey, listen, we're bringing back a lot of old Pokemon that haven't been in the game regularly. And so I feel like for the Pokemon Go fans out there, they're still regularly play it. Like that should be a big deal. It feels like that's not talked about a lot, right? And so besides that, like they're kind of catering to what's already out there, and they're like, give us another year. We'll continue this celebration into 2027 with WiWa. So I'll be excited to get on that. And what's mostly interesting to me is that they actually held back with showing off the game, like the combat gimmick for this generation. Because I feel like they normally show, it's like, oh, we have like Z moves, we have mega evolutions, we have terrestrializing, like, but they didn't show it. All we saw were the starters. And so I'm kind of like, okay, maybe the combat gimmick for this gen is also going to be more interesting, right? Because they need to take a little bit more time to get it looking just right. And so that'll be what really convinces me whether or not I'll like really get into, is based on how interesting that is.
Hey, so when you picked Fuecoco last gen, I remember you like didn't know what they evolved into. Like you were just like, whoa, what's this guy? Like,
I've never been more drawn to a starter than Fuecoco. Like the last time I was drawn to a starter was Totodile in Gen 2. That's the last time I was like this is like, I need him,
you really
right? Like Fuecoco brought the same energy.
like the crocodile alligator energy, I guess.
Yeah, they just look great.
Yeah, and so
I don't know. This is Quaxley slander.
Quaxley is easily better, man. What?
Oh my god! I mean, Alex really did enjoy Quaquaval, and I was like, I don't like Quaquaval, but Alex really.
That's another water type where I'm like, okay, Quaquaval is a better form than Skeledirge. Like, I'll admit to it. But Fuecoco is way better than Quaxley.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I rest my case.
I guess, Alex, like, for this one, since you said you, like, Brout, Pombon, and Gekwa, you're, like, just maybe going with the Gekwa because of, potential third. Are you going to, like, avoid spoilers for their Evos, or...
I mean, I want to, but I know you're just going to spoil me anyway.
No, I'll stop. I'll stop.
It's always a thing with Pokemon, more so than anything, where I'm like, I really want to go into it as blind as possible, because it is the joy and
seeing like, what's that
surprise when you're
guy?
going through, and you're like, in this case, we're gonna see them out in the wild, right? Just kind of similar to Scarlet and Violet, where you're walking around and they kind of show up. It's gonna be that joy of like, what the heck is that thing? Like, I'm going through the tall grass and you just see that silhouette in the distance, and you're like, I have no idea what that is, but I gotta go fight it and catch it, and then kind of having that joy of stumbling upon the new Pokemon. And so I really feel like for me that adds to the experience rather than being like, okay, I've seen all like 100 new Pokemon. I know which ones I really want and which ones I don't care about. Like, I feel like that does diminish my enjoyment a little bit if I'm like going in with the preconceived expectations of saying those look great, those look dumb. I've already decided before I even played the game. So I hope I can go into it as blind as possible, but we'll see.
I'll hold back. I promise.
I respect that.
I promise.
I guess besides the legendaries, because I guess they'll show those.
Oh yeah, on the box art.
That'll
You
just
guys doing waves or wins?
Alex is also of the camp of the legendary, like, will dictate, but he's feeling wins, and I'm sad because I wanted wins.
I can't swim.
So,
Really?
Yeah, that's why yeah, he can't.
Oh wow.
Well, there you go.
But
Yeah,
I mean, didn't Alex also say before that he just typically gets the one that Tiffany doesn't get?
I mean, that's because the last
I feel like he said that
It's
before.
forced
he
upon
literally
me.
he actually broke it down for me like the other day. He's literally like, the last 3 generations I wanted nothing a part of it, and you bought them for me and forced it on me, and I didn't like that. And I was like, oh well, thank
Damn.
you for playing them. Because he did.
Hey, I actually finished Sun, and she never finished
Yeah.
Moon. So like, there is like this weird cycle of I've actually like rolled credits on these Pokemon despite not really wanting to get through them. And also I think Violet,
I
she
never
never
finished
finished Violet
Violet.
either. So fake Poke fan.
Yeah, Alex
over
literally
here.
was like, I didn't want this. And I was like, well, yeah, happy birthday. He's like, I literally didn't want this. And then like a year later, he's like, well, I finished it. And then I'm like, I haven't even gone back to my... I know. It's my toxic trait.
All right, no more forcing Pokemon on
okay.
Alex. Let him make that decision.
But I guess we're gonna have to like have a discussion and compromise on which versions we're getting, because literally historically, even before my forcing him, we've always just managed to align on opposite versions, and so this time we might actually have to have a conversation.
I mean, it sounds like he's put in the brunt work in the past few generations, where at this point,
his
I don't know,
first
it
pick.
feels like
I
he
think it's
deserves
time.
it.
Yeah.
Dang it, you're right. He gets
Yeah.
first pick.
You've kind of let the mantle go. You've given him the mantle at this point, I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until you get it back.
Enjoy-
It has to be his decision.
Enjoy
I feel.
waves. We'll be enjoying wins over here.
Okay, Miss Wavy Chew. Oh, so Matt, you're also feeling wins?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like I don't ever look at the starter. I just go by vibes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Diamond,
Yes.
Pearl, Diamond, easy. Scarlet, Violet, Violet, easy. And you just go from there.
Okay.
And then you get surprised or like bummed if it looks weird. But also, I don't know. Like, I think both would be cool. I think also, if I'm thinking about starting with a water Pokemon, I'm assuming that the legendary for waves would also be a water Pokemon. Like there could be,
Yeah.
Could be.
That's true.
that might be a conflict of interest, because
Could be
then
a
I would
problem.
have to choose, between the two, unless I hate them both, and then I'll be like, oh no, who wants to trade? But yeah, I'm usually a water starter. If I'm not water, I'm probably grass, and then fire. Litten was literally the only one that I've had.
Wow.
And so, yeah, like when you think of like my username for everything has Hydro in the name,
Hydro.
and
That's
that comes
true.
from Pokemon. Like Hydro Pump was a move that I just thought was hilarious, and like on Diamond, having Empoleon use Hydro Pump, it just basically like opened up a fire hydrant and just shoot it at the enemy. And so when I was making a username, Hydro was the part that I took from it. And it all comes down to that water starter. So
Love it.
I don't know.
Crazy.
It feels right. It feels right to go water, even if everybody in the internet hates it. We'll be fine. And now I know I have Alex. I didn't know Alex. I thought Alex was like totally Grout or whatever. What is
Brout.
it? Brout.
Brown. Bro.
Alex always says it that way, and it makes me laugh. Okay.
Honestly, like for me, I feel like I care more about how is this Pikachu situation gonna play out? Like to me, that's the most important question that we don't have answered yet. Is are they gonna be exclusive? Like is the misses gonna be on wins and the misters gonna be on waves, vice versa? Like these are important questions I don't know the answer to, but I need the misses. Like I like her fit way more than the mister. I gotta tell you. So
They did there is something to note. Your trainer outfit borrows from the respective like
Pikachu?
choose outfit.
Oh.
So if you notice like the hat, like each trainer from each version has like the same hat as the chew that's in their version.
Oh my gosh.
fascinating.
So if the hat makes a difference too, if you're like, I like the ball cap or I like the
Yeah, gotta have
the
the ball
bigger
bucket-
kind of cowboy
bucket
looking
hat.
hat. Yeah.
It's not even a bucket hat. It looks like a fucking cowboy.
Oh
hat.
my gosh, I need to like pay attention.
I don't know. I'm looking at it right now. I wouldn't have remembered that otherwise.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought I was like, oh damn, I just need new eyes.
Yeah, so I don't know if those are going to be version exclusive or if you
See, this is
start
what I'm
with it,
saying.
you can
Here's
buy
the
the
thing,
other
like,
one
you would
later.
This is what I need
at
to
a
know.
That
fashion
Mr.
shop.
Windy Chew would be in wins, and Miss Wavy Chew
Oh, true.
would be in waves.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah, it could be the
This-
opposite.
It's-
Yeah, it could be the
It's
opposite.
0% chance it's the opposite. It's like
0%
Okay, hold on a
chance?
second.
hold on.
I
Hold on,
highly
let me say.
disagree with that.
It's 40% chance that they just match name by name. It's the other 60%
Uh-huh.
chance, which I think is more likely, obviously, is that they're in both. But there's no way they put a
Oh.
Windy Chew in
No,
waves.
I think they could.
Okay.
Really?
Matt, let me explain. I have no. Wait, I also have a reason, Yasser. Do you not remember Pokemon Black and White? They had the black
Yeah.
Pokemon for
Yep.
white and the white Pokemon for
Yeah.
black.
That's stupid. Man. I'm glad this isn't coming out this year. This is trash.
Oh my God. Which, by the way, you guys, Alex had to remind me that Black and White had the flipped Pokemon because we were talking about the legendary, like, 4 winds and waves. And then he told me that, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, Reshiram and Zekrom, they're like flipped. And I'm like, I did not realize that at all.
And Reshiram was the superior legendary.
In which
so.
color was that one again? Remind the audience.
Reshiram was the white legendary
Remind
for
Remind the audience,
black
not
version.
Tiffany. Remind
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
audience.
And then
She's not part of the
Zekrom was the
audience.
black legendary for white
She's just
version.
standing there. Fine.
I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
this entire conversation has just showed that Alex's Pokemon knowledge is far superior than mine, and I just am riding
Yeah.
the hype train and love the first 20 hours of every Pokemon game and never to be seen again. Like that's kind of where I'm at, I guess, in my adult life.
I feel that,
Yeah.
Tiffany. I feel that.
But can I tell you one game that I'll probably play for more than 20 hours, even though in like a month?
Pokopia?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Pokopia.
Have you got it yet?
Yes, I got it. I got my Pokopia. I got it from the Pokemon Center. I actually got a release day shipping, and I got a promotional Ditto plush. I will send you a photo of it. It's adorable.
We need a picture
Yeah,
right now.
I'm gonna send. Okay, let me send it right now. Pokopia, you guys. I played 1 hour, and
Mhm.
it is a delight. I basically only stopped playing because I was like, I guess I should go to sleep. Like it's a school night. You know what I mean? Like
What is Alex doing right now?
I don't.
Oh.
What is?
He has the plush.
Oh, he took it. He took my plush. Okay, audience, we record with video between our souls.
Well, only Alex.
Or yeah, only Alex.
No, we don't actually.
Or I mean, like we record
We
amongst
did.
each other, showing videos to each other, but we don't actually record the video.
No, what are you talking about? Does people have their video on?
No.
People have their video on?
No.
Oh, I was gonna
Just
say.
Alex.
No, I thought Matt did. I thought you guys had your video on.
No.
Oh, you used to. I don't have video because I have bad internet.
Yeah, we stopped doing it once you stopped doing it. It's smaller than I was expecting.
Oh, it is. It's a sitting cutie. That's the brand of the Pokemon.
It is kind of cute.
It's very cute. I love him. Did you know? Fun fact.
So that little guy slit my fantasy team's throat.
That's right.
That little guy.
Those dead eyes.
You just gotta give him a knife and it'd be
Oh my
perfect.
god. Okay, so Pokopia is really fun for right now, and I'm excited to play more. I've heard people play like you can play this for like 100 hours or something, and I've already collected like 7 Pokemon, or not necessarily collected, since I am a Pokemon, since I am a Ditto. You basically you make habitats for Pokemon to come and live in your habitat. And so I have
Mm.
invited several Pokemon to live in my.
Including the original starters.
Yes, the original
Yes.
starters are the first 3. I have a Combi, I have a Timber, I have a Hitmonchan. There's a Scyther that joined. I can see myself losing
Amazing.
time in space in this game, and
This is like a game made for
yes,
you, no?
it absolutely is. One thing that I'm really sad about though is that apparently the Pokemon Center takes a day to be made, and like I didn't get far enough yet last night to have the Pokemon Center
Oh
ready today.
no.
So I'm kind of
Damn.
I feel like I need
She's already a day
Yeah.
behind.
A day in real
a
time?
day in real time.
Or a day in the game?
No, a day in real
What
time.
the fuck?
It's like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's
Yasser, have you
Okay,
ever played Animal
see.
Crossing?
No, I
Oh
have
my
not.
gosh.
Not my type of game.
Did you ever play Viva Pinata?
No, but you talk about that all the
I
time. And a lot
know.
of people.
It's
love
one of
that
my
game.
favorite rare
Is it the
games
same
of all
thing
time.
or similar?
It's very similar to Viva Pinata because Viva Pinata, you are basically farming, and depending upon what you farm, will attract certain pinata. And then if you have certain pinata living on your farm, that will bring their predators to your farm. And so like it's a balance act of like you need enough prey pinata to get all the big pinata. It's not as like I'm maybe just a few, I don't know, an hour maybe ahead of Tiffany. So I've got like 9 or 10 Pokemon.
You have the game
yeah,
too?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
I'm in this weird tonal whiplash right now between Resident Evil Requiem and then I play Pokopia, and it is like it is crazy. It's a crazy difference.
What a time to be alive for Matt.
Yeah,
right now.
for real.
Very wild. And it's great. It's really, really fun. It's really, really fun. I will tell you, Tiffany, like,
Please tell me.
it takes a little bit of time to be able to find all the things to, like, I still haven't started
Build the
construction
Pokemon
on the
Center?
Pokemon Center, so it's going to take a bit.
Okay.
It's probably going to be
Okay.
our weekends, just to be honest. But
Got
You
it.
didn't like miss it by like 20
yeah,
minutes.
I-
yeah.
I
So,
missed it
so
by,
it's not
like-
even close. If that makes you feel
Okay.
better, yeah.
It does. It does. It does make me feel better because I guess everyone else put in like hours and hours because they were just like, we're all waiting for our Pokemon centers to be built, and I'm like, wait, what? Like,
What?
You guys are just not committed
Yeah.
enough. What can I say?
Um,
Alex, did she force you into this game as well?
No, so she only bought the one copy, so it's not like we're playing this game simultaneously.
That's true.
I there were thoughts of, do I save my P game to be a Pokemon, whether it's Pokopia or the eventual Gen 10 that was not to be
Right.
this year. But no, I ended up playing another P game. I'm not
Let's
like,
go.
as I look into it, there is a like small inkling of, do I check this out? Like, do I like borrow it and like check, like see what it is? I think it's a far flung future for me. Like maybe at some point, but I think right now, like with my A to Z goal and everything, I'm kind of like, okay, I don't really have time for this kind of detour.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm not interested, or I'm not saying I'm not interested, but it might be a 2027 pre WiWa experience for me.
Sure.
So we'll see.
so
I will say that I watched like an hour of it on Twitch just to like get a good feel of like what this game
Yeah.
is. It does look very cute, but it's also very clearly not my type of
got
game.
it.
So
Okay.
I'm happy for y'all. You're gonna love this. But I'll experience it from a distance. I can't wait to see what you guys like what your towns look like and what you guys trade and like how you guys communicate with each other. Can't wait to
And they
see all
can
that.
visit
But
each other's
yeah.
towns.
I imagine so, right? Yeah.
Tiffany,
That's
I'm
exciting.
still down to make a Cloud Island eventually.
Yes,
If
I
you
want
want
to do
to.
that with you. I don't. When you
Um,
said that, I was like, I'm gonna have to guess what this means, but I think I'm gonna like it.
Oh,
Because like I actually didn't know much about this game other
okay.
than people like enjoying it and like knowing that it's made by the same people who did Dragon Quest Builders 2. And I was like, the more like I just heard really good things about it, and I was like, you know what, I'm getting this game. I don't need to hear anymore.
I texted you that even before I got the game. Like I
Yeah.
didn't like unlock anything. Because it reminds me of like old Minecraft servers. Like I used to have a Minecraft server that we would run off my friend's laptop, but his laptop always had to be on so that you could jump onto that world at any time, like
Okay.
that server. And we
Yeah.
would like, he would work at a certain time of day and I was in school. So like we would always be like missing each other, but we would always work on things and we would leave notes of like what we've worked on, like in our shift.
In
It
the
was so much
oh,
fun. Like,
that sounds adorable.
and so like when I heard that there was something like that and you didn't have to keep your Switch on, like it was just like literally it's just open all the time. And like people can jump in, jump out. The host doesn't have to be there. I was like, "Oh, I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that."
Oh,
So
I'm so
I
excited.
think I'm going to sink a ton of hours. I think this is going to be one of my games where I'm probably not going to play it nonstop. I think I'm always going to have another game that I'm playing at the same time. But I
Right.
feel like this game
Yeah.
is going to take me through 2026. I can see myself putting in hundreds of hours already because
I love
there's
that.
so many, like they show you how many materials there are and how many there are to collect. And there's daily shops and man, it seems extensive and I know I'll just obsess over the look of everything. So I think this is going to be great. I think this will easily be, one of the games that define my 2026. Hopefully it keeps up, hopefully it's really fun throughout, but I have
I
high
mean,
hopes.
they're actually already doing like event-specific Pokemon. Did you know that, Matt?
Yeah, starting this weekend.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
where
was
you
like,
can
wait a
only
minute.
catch a certain Pokemon this weekend.
Yeah. Is it
yeah,
Hoppit
so
or
The
something?
Great.
FOMO.
I feel like that's on brand for Pokemon these days, though.
I
yeah.
guess that's fair.
But I'm hoping that it's something like enough of a drip feed that they've planned this out and not. I think Pokemon is more likely to do this. My biggest worry is always going to be my worry with Nintendo is like a Mario Kart World happens and then there's just nothing. Like they never update it, they never add things to it. I don't get that vibe.
Please,
from them.
Nintendo. Matt's
I know.
begging. Matt's
I'm
begging.
completely begging.
Well, what's their track record with like Animal Crossing? Didn't they do a lot of stuff for that or no?
no,
was
not
like-
really.
Oh,
It was like
never
an
mind.
update
Sorry.
like 8 months later, and then like another update like a year after that,
I
and
see.
then there was like maybe 6 months after that they were like, "This is the final update," and then we got a surprise update with the Switch 2 when the Switch 2 came out.
I see.
Yeah.
So and you
Animal-
make your own fun.
I guess it's gonna
in
depend
that
on
game.
Yeah.
But like I think with a little drip feed of like, oh, there's maybe a legendary Pokemon, maybe a Pokemon from Gen 10 will jump in. Like little things like
Mhm.
that I think will go a long way throughout the year.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it'd be so funny having
And
like
Pokemon's historically done that lately in the past few
Yeah.
years, like with Pokemon Go
Yeah.
or the mainline Pokemon. They've done a lot of those kind of like events
Cuz that's
and even DLCs too.
I saw, like,
so I would expect
like,
it for this one,
avatar
especially if it's like
skins.
sells well.
and special dittos that you can capture on
Oh.
Pokemon Go, because of
Very
Pokopia.
nice.
So like yeah, I think they've got
Yeah.
this in the bag, honestly.
Very nice. I love that.
Except
I
for
love
the
that.
Happy
Can I-
Meals. They don't got the Happy
Oh my
Meals
gosh,
in the
that's what I
bag.
was about to say, Alex. I one complaint about our 30th anniversary is that there were internet rumors that there would be Pokemon cards in the Happy
Oh
Meals.
my god.
And then they're nowhere to be found. Devastation.
Wow.
So devastating.
I was ready to destroy my
And
body.
And it's only because, right, like for the 25th anniversary,
Yeah.
they did it. And so it kind of like there's a precedent for them doing this Pokemon TCG like collab in the Happy Meals. And then, right, 30th being kind of a little bit, I guess maybe the same magnitude or more than the 25th anniversary. You'd think, oh, they're going to do it again. And lo and behold, here we are.
Without any Happy Meals.
It's yeah, at least for right now. Who knows if it may happen later in the year, right? Because it could it is the 30th year, so it could be like a July thing, it could be like a September thing. Who knows? But it didn't line up with the actual 30th anniversary. But I guess we'll just have
Maybe
to.
we
wait
should
and
ask
see.
the McDonald's CEO about what's going on with the Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
With-
I'm sure he has a
Yeah,
take.
because he loves his.
Well, he's still
burgers.
working on his product right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gotta get back to him later.
Yeah.
I don't understand that reference, but I know like of the memes and like the videos, so I know of like what you guys are referencing.
He was describing it and he
Yeah,
described
yeah.
it as product instead of like a meal. And then he's like, okay,
Nice.
look at this big bite. And it was like the ittiest bittiest
Yeah.
Squidward type bite of a Krabby Patty that you've ever seen.
Yeah. And then
Incredible.
every other like fast food joint is coming out with theirs, and I think it's hilarious. It's like
Oh,
the
that's
Burger
great.
Wars of 2026.
There was this is way random, but there's this place called like Freddy's or something that I've never even heard of. But that CEO was eating in his car, and that burger looked really good. And we don't have one of those around here, but I'm like, this burger looks way better than
Now
the
I
rest
want
of
a
them.
Freddy's.
Yeah.
Wait, was it actually Freddy's? Because
It's-
there's a Freddy's around where we are.
Yeah, it's funny how you mentioned that. I had Freddy's for the first time like just a month
Was it
ago.
good?
What?
Yeah.
I think it's fun. Like, it is that thing where it's hard to compare because I guess I'm the kind of guy where I'm like, if you want a quote unquote good fast food, like I'm an In-N-Out
Same,
guy.
yeah.
Like I will promote In-N-Out, but obviously that's only on the West Coast. So this being like an East Coast thing, I'm like, well, I guess Freddy's is fine. I think I need to have it more. So I
could
don't want to
be-
say I can positively tell you go get yourself a Freddy's burger, but it wasn't a bad first time at least. I'll say that.
It was in Virginia that you had it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I tried it for the first and only time when I was in is it Norfolk? It was either Norfolk or Virginia Beach. But I was like, oh, what is this place? And it was actually pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, it's like I feel like it's your generic fast food, but it was like slightly better.
Because my algorithm
Than, like, a
is
McDonald's
pumping out
burger.
these CEOs eating their burgers. So I've literally watched maybe 10 or 15 of them. And
oh
some of them
my
it's like
god.
I'm not even sure.
incredible.
Like I'm not looking for them. They're just appearing in front of me. And like
but
there's
you're
some,
watching them. I think
Yeah,
that's
the
why
whole
they
thing.
keep
That's
yeah, the whole thing.
Of course I am, because I'm seeing if they're actually eating it. A&W, his looked frozen. Like it looked like a frozen burger. Like I don't even know if he cooked it, but it was soft. But it was like the most monochromatic burger ever. But Freddy's, I don't know, because of it's against that. Like it actually looked like real food. Like it looked like real beef, and I'd be down for that.
All right, we gotta get you Freddy's one day, Matt. Put that
Yeah.
Why
on
don't
the
they
docket.
have like a
Bucket
bunless
list.
option or
Matt's
gluten-free bun or something?
Matt's Freddy's
that's
reaction.
true. I'm gonna
All right,
investigate.
guys. I need to give this like counterpoint to this entire Pokemon Direct. Are you guys ready?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're gonna say you were
I forgot what we were even talking about. We're just talking about fast food.
The greatest tangent of all time.
It was a great tangent.
The Burger Wars of 2026.
Here's what I have to say about this Direct, okay?
Hmm.
I thought that this Direct helped solidify for me. Alex's face right now is like incredible. That I think I'm just done with Pokemon.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like 30th anniversary, great milestone. And I'm just like ready to just like put the cap on it and be like, you know what? Pokemon's just like for the next generation now. I'm good. I will agree with what Matt said earlier about Winds and Waves, that it looks good, like presentable, as in like it looks like a modern game, which is great. I just feel like at this point I don't get excited about Pokemon anymore. Like
No,
it's-
Yasser, I agree with you.
Yeah?
Like, you might think it's a hot take, but I think it is definitely the thing of, and I said it before, like, they didn't show the gameplay gimmick for this gen,
Mhm.
right? And I feel like, for me, that has usually been the thing to kind of at least differentiate between every generation. Otherwise, it is just kind of like, hey, here's like 80 to 100 new pokes, and you're kind of doing the same, go to town, capture, and then battle some sort of gym leader or like leader boss-esque figure, and then move on to the next town. And so like they've tried to differentiate a little bit, right? Like Sun and Moon had the trials,
Mhm.
and
Which I thought
I
was
guess
pretty
with
cool.
Scarlet and Violet, right, they opened it up where it was like non-linear, so you could go to like any gym in
Mhm.
any order that you wanted.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I think at first glance, besides the visuals, right, which is all they basically told us is just how it looks, we didn't really see anything else besides like a brief moment where the person's like running past the like Poke shop, and then it's like the character's like running into the wild with all the Pokemon flying around.
Mhm.
That they haven't shown anything that's like this is truly next gen besides the visuals, and the visuals are a big deal. I don't want to downplay like, oh,
Yeah.
they're not innovating, because I think visually like this is the struggle they've had this entire time,
Yeah.
was the switch from 2D sprites to 3D models.
And not only that, I feel like the like art direction looks better. I don't know if it's like because of the trailer or not, but to me it feels like they're improving on that part, which I think is also a big deal.
Yeah, I guess it might be the theme too, because I forget what was Scarlet and Violet themed off of, like what region?
They
France or
were
something?
Iberia. It was
Or
like
no?
Spain.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
the
never mind.
Iberian
Yeah.
Peninsula.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, did that come across?
No.
Like, I don't know, right? And so I know, like, when we talked about the winds and waves, right, there's a lot of water in the trailer. And so there's like, oh, too much water jokes. But I do think, like, that being, supposedly based on Southeast Asia, right? So a lot of the island culture there, a lot of the water there, that I felt like they've like conveyed that theme a lot stronger this time around, and like it's reflecting in the visuals. And so I think that's been a strong kind of plus for the franchise now with this generation. But it's going to come down to like why, like what truly does this do differently than any other generation, right? Like is it really just going to be the same loop of go through 2 routes, go to town, face a gym leader, then rinse and repeat? Or are they going to mix it up, right? Like, yeah, sure, I always want there to be kind of the Elite Four type of challenge, right? Like, battling is a core component of Pokemon, but at the same time, right, like, Pokemon has tried other diversions. There was like the Poke Show stuff, right? Like the talent show that they did,
Yeah.
and things of that nature, where it's like, give me other things, like make Pokemon more of this, like, I can do stuff in this world. It's
Like
not
a
just
true
like
open
forcing
world.
these things.
Yeah.
Not just forcing them to fight each other.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's really is what it's gonna make it more interesting to be like, hey, I had a great time, right? Like, not to make it like Yakuza or anything like that. That
Imagine.
have like, or even Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that has like thousands of mini games.
Sure.
I'm not asking for that kind of variety, but like lean into it, right? Like make it a world where it's like you're doing different things in these different locations.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, oh, I found a water type here because I'm underwater versus a ghost type, right? Because I'm not in a cave or something.
Yeah. I hope they get to that point at some point, but like to me this just felt like more of the same stuff to me, to the point where I just feel like I'm ready to let go. And maybe I'll come back someday, maybe I won't. But this is like a big deal for me because like a Nintendo console for me is just for Pokemon. I don't really use my Nintendo console for other things. Like I've tried with Zelda and Mario and all the other great IPs that Nintendo has, but like for me, it's always been Pokemon. So, um, after I watched this, I felt comfortable getting rid of my Switch, and so I did.
Wow.
Whoa.
Dang.
I know. So I just like wanted to confess this. I felt like
Whoa.
I needed to confess.
Wait, didn't
Okay.
you get a Switch 2? Like,
I got rid of it.
oh, and your OLED?
Yeah,
Oh my god. Oh my
Wow.
god.
all gone.
You didn't even finish
Oh,
your
and on
Zop.
top of that, I got rid of my 3DS XL. It's gone.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How liberating does
Did
it
you
feel
give it to
though?
like
There's a little bit more to that
like
too.
a younger cousin, or like did you sell them? I guess you.
Oh no, I traded them all into GameStop.
Wow.
So I got a little bit more to this story because I don't really love what like Xbox is doing right now. And I didn't really understand what I was doing with my whole console space as well. So I literally got rid of both my PS5 and my Series X as well.
Oh my gosh.
And through trading in all of those, I
consoleless.
got like it was like 1.6K. Like it was a lot of money. But it's all gone now. And then I didn't remember, but like I did feel like I needed something to like be a companion to my PC. And I feel like that is I'm gonna need one console like cyclically that will be a companion for like when I want to play stuff with friends when they come over, or if I want to play things that are specifically on console, or maybe work better on console or play better on console. So I did get a PS5 Pro as well. So now
Oh.
I'm like very
Wow.
similar boat that Alex is in, at least mostly. So yeah, it was a very interesting undertaking, and I think what sparked it was this Pokemon Direct. So yeah, I just wanted to share
That's
Oh
that.
crazy. That was a
my.
week ago. That was literally like a week ago.
That was a week ago. Yeah,
Wow,
that was a
so
week
much
ago.
has changed.
So much has changed.
Look at what you did, Pokemon Company. Look at what you did.
Look what they did. I mean, honestly, I'd say it would be a positive thing for what they did, but at the same time, it is also like letting go of Pokemon, which is very interesting. You know what's also funny that I need to mention, even though Matt already knows? Uh, I was like randomly talking to him about this, and talked about how like I could just like play Pokemon via like emulators if I ever want to in the future. And then I just so happened to find out that emulation on iPhone is like actually really easy nowadays. And we both started Fire Red on our iPhones recently.
And it's been
Wow.
great.
This is a lot to take
It's
in.
been a lovely experience.
But I've been enjoying that a lot. And it was like the exact counterpoint to like what I felt when they told me that they wanted to charge me $20 for Fire Red after I'd like bought that and played it like so many times. Um, and I'm happy where I'm at, guys.
hmm hmm I'm happy for you.
Any
Honestly.
questions or
Speechless.
comments
She's
from Alex and Tiffany?
speechless.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I guess like
Yeah.
I'm happy for you that you I guess feel more free. That is
I do feel
quite
free.
that's surprising. That's so surprising. I guess cuz also it's literally been a week and like all this is like,
Yeah.
has happened. At the same time, respect. You know how to say goodbye. I'm over here like clinging by a thread, right? Like,
Well, I've got to be honest with you. I feel like you and I have been in a similar boat for a while, where it's like we clearly are nostalgic for Pokemon in some form or fashion, but we don't really enjoy the new games. Now, obviously, Pokopia is a separate topic. But
yeah.
like the mainline
And
games, I
Pocket.
feel like you and I have not enjoyed one in a while. Yeah.
TCG Pocket has been like
Yeah, you're like all about the spin-offs at this
yeah,
point.
I guess
Well,
so.
at least you found that. And I feel like I have not.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think I commiserate with your kind of cleansing in a way, because me doing the A to Z challenges also kind of made me realize like the types of games that I play, and like where can I play them, like how can I play them. And I feel like, not to say like I've done anything drastic like that where I'm like getting rid of platforms that I have access to, but it is that thing of like it's opening up my eyes to be like, I should be like more open to like getting things to where it's most convenient, like where I will have the most
Right.
enjoyment.
Right.
And so, because typically it's been in the past of like, man, and Matt understands. It's like if I can get trophies, right? It's like, oh man, if I can get trophies, I might as well do
Let's
it on
go.
PlayStation, like on a PlayStation
Yeah.
console. But now it's like, well, I mean, if it's something that I can play, and maybe it's a game that is better suited to being on a different platform, and I take Balatro for example, right? Like Tiffany bought Balatro on PlayStation. Since we do the kind of console sharing via that way, like you and Matt do, I was able to play it on my console. But like Balatro is that kind of game where I'm like, I would boot this up, but I really don't want to do it like on my PlayStation. Like I'd
Right.
rather do it like, I know there's a mobile version now, but
Which
I'd
is
rather
great, by
like
the
do
way.
it on my PC.
Uh-huh.
Or like, right, I have a Steam Deck, so if it's on my PC, right, if I get it on Steam, I can just play it on my Steam Deck. And it's that realization of like, man, I should be more open to like picking up things like wherever they may be, just so I can like get really the true enjoyment out of it, where it's like,
Right.
this could be something where I could get something, extra out of it, a la trophies, but at the same time, I'm not enjoying it as much as I could be if I was playing it, on the go, right? And I guess that's where it is of like looking at my life and saying, hey, this is a great like potential plane game. Like if I'm on a plane, like this is something that will definitely make the flight fly by, pun intended. And so therefore,
Yeah,
I should look into getting it to something that I could play on the plane. Whereas like all the PlayStation options at the current moment, they don't exist like that. So
sure.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely a big part of it as well. It's like felt like I was spending so much time focusing on like which games I'm gonna play where and like which backlogs I need to focus in on first and which ones do I save for later, and it felt like it was too tiring. Whereas now I feel like I have a very straight understanding of where I'm gonna be playing my games and how I like to play them. Um, and this just makes it easier. So thank you, Pokemon, for help opening my eyes. Because you know what? I think we're in a better space now. But if waves and winds are amazing, I'm gonna just buy a Switch again. But
No,
Actually, are you
I mean, I'm not
joking?
holding my breath, but that would be hilarious. I mean, like, who knows? If it looks amazing and I really want to play it, I'll get a Switch 2
I
again.
guess that's
I
true.
have like $900 in GameStop credit right now. So it's always an option. But I don't see it happening. It could happen. It could happen.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That was that was a
Anything else
huge lore
that
drop. Damn.
it was a big one. Also, by the way, as on a lighter note, did anyone like remember or notice the fact that they are releasing a Game Boy that just plays Pokemon music?
Yes.
I hate
Like,
all this
who
music
asked for
stuff.
this?
What?
I know,
Damn, Matt.
but here's the thing, like,
Matt plays his games on
no,
mute.
no, no, no. I like music in the games, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've got company come over. Let me turn on my Switch 2 and go to the music thing or whatever or some stupid thing. Like, no, 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 no. No one wants this. No one wants this. I feel like it's like this is content question mark. And it's like, yes, technically this is news, but it's news I don't really care about, you know? I just don't see they have a lot of these things where it's like a lot of games that they love, a lot of retro games that I would love a remaster of. And the only news we get about them is that their music is being put into this Nintendo Music or on the Nintendo app. And it's like, really? Really? That, like, it's fine if you do this. Like, a weird Nintendo decision is that's why it's labeled a WND because we have to say it so many times. But it's like I don't have to be excited about it. Like, it's just pointless to me. I really I have a hard time thinking that there is a group of people that just listens to these things. I don't know. I just don't see it.
Tiffany, give us your counter argument.
You don't like Alarmo and that
No.
like virtual
I'm glad I
boy?
have
is that?
enough like willpower to not buy stuff like Alarmo.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of weird, but I'm like happy for the people who love the music. Alex is like, "Oh, that song's from Pokemon Emerald." And I'm like, "What in the world? I don't know where any of these songs are from." So like, if there are people out there that know them
Fake Pokemon
and
fan.
love them, then, rock on.
Yeah, I definitely recognize some of the tracks from the original games, but I definitely did not recognize the one that Alex did.
But like,
But
do you
respect,
know what I
respect.
mean too? Like, even though it's from that specific game, and they're like, "Oh, that's the Pallet Town theme," and I'm like, I don't know the name of
Like,
it.
what am I supposed to do with that,
Yeah,
though, is my
yeah,
question.
I don't know the name of any theme. I can recognize like, oh, that's in Red and Blue, and then like that's about it. And like, you know what I mean? Like the rest of the songs, I guess, just didn't register. Or like, oh my gosh,
All
that's
right,
Cynthia's
well,
battle theme, and I'm like, who's Cynthia? Yep,
I
Flame.
Alex, you're our last hope. Are you buying this?
I mean, it is a nice gimmick where it's like, obviously, this isn't meant to be like used,
Obviously.
efficiently, right? Like, it's not like you're putting this music on the background because you constantly have to switch out the cartridges because each cartridge only has
It's just like such a
one
weird way to
song
sell
on
it. But yeah, go on.
But like looking at it, I'm like, it is a neat thing to look at, right? It's kind of like
It's like a collector's item
picture
thing,
it.
yeah?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's visually appealing, like how Legos, right? Like if you ever think of a Lego set, it's like effectively like what does the Lego do besides like once you've built it, it just becomes like a blocky looking statue.
That's a great point.
That ends up looking nice most of the time, but effectively it's just like a statue that isn't as nice as if you bought a like nice resin cast statue, right?
Yeah.
And so I look at it where I see the appeal, but I think it is like, oh, this is probably meant like it's hard to say because it feels like it's designed for kids, but it's using music from a game that's older than they are.
Yeah.
And so it's like they have no attachment to that music, so they don't really appreciate it. So
And they're
it's
not going to want to
obviously-
switch cartridges for each song.
Yeah, it's obviously designed for us, right? Where it's like we remember the days where you had an iPod and it could only put like 80 songs on it because that's all the memory it had. And so like that kind of like level of nostalgia is what they're playing.
This reminds me of like floppy disk Game Boy Color versus an iPod. If it was like one singular Game Boy with one cartridge, then I would agree with you. At least you could get to the iPod. This is pre-iPod to me. This is pre-iPod. It's like, who is this for?
Yeah, I mean it's hard for me to like say, you should buy this, but I feel like if you have the money and Pokemon right, that original music really speaks to you, like that, like it's something for you, right? Because I feel like
That's true.
there's always an avenue where people are like, I have nostalgia for something, and
Yeah.
there's no way for me to, contribute to that nostalgia. Not to say I want to be taken advantage of via my nostalgia. For this, corporate greed. But at the same time, it's like, is there some way for me to reminisce that isn't just booting up the old games? Whether or not I might have it, right? Maybe I pull a Yasser and I just dumped all of my Game Boys and my cartridges, so I can't play it anymore. So it's like my only option is either to buy this, bundle pack of 45 cartridges and this glorified speaker, or I go to YouTube and I create a YouTube playlist.
Or you could also be like me and buy your first Lego set ever for the Lego Pokemon collab that they had and randomly get an Eevee. And I'm going to probably make that this weekend. And I'll let you know how it goes.
I love it. Yasser, I need to send you a photo. Someone made a Bidoof with the Eevee set.
That's incredible. Wait, what?
Yes, a master builder
I definitely need to see that.
basically repurposed the bricks to make a Bidoof.
I must see what this turned out like
Okay.
It looks pretty good.
so that I
Yeah.
know whether or not I need to make that instead.
Yeah, okay. I did get my Pokemon
That's hilarious.
Center Lego set, so I'll share a group. I'll share a photo with the group once I get that. Make it.
That's incredible. Guys, honestly, this turned into quite the Pokemon episode. Do we want to leave it here? I feel like it feels right to leave it here. What do you guys think?
I feel like it feels right.
Yeah.
Unless we
I
want to
didn't
talk
realize
about
the
Freddy's
time.
again.
All right.
Like I'm always down.
Yeah, the burger. Yeah, the burger tangent. I need. So, other than Freddy's, who's the next CEO that really sold their product to us? Like, where do you want to eat next?
Has Chick-fil-A done theirs yet?
No,
It's not
I
a
don't think so.
They don't do burgers though.
They make chicken sandwiches.
That's not a burger.
Listen, I'll start sending
that's
you
fine.
guys
I don't-
these. I'm getting pumped them.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a joke or not because I saw it in like a collage on Reddit, but it was a screenshot. Like they had a collage of like screenshots of like each of the CEOs' respective videos. But one of them, and that's I don't know if it's a joke or not. It probably was a joke. It was a Photoshop edit, but it was of the Wiener Schnitzel CEO,
Love
Oh
that.
my gosh.
I will say
and it was just her with a bunch of hot dogs. And
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Is a woman?
And so,
Oh,
yeah, it's a
God.
woman. She's a
I-
woman
we
CEO.
need
So I
to
don't
end
know
this
if that was
conversation.
real or not, but if that was real, that
No.
was.
Wait, how about
That's probably
Five
the
Guys? Did
best
Five
one.
Guys guy do it?
Yeah, Matt, did he?
Matt?
I haven't seen Five Guys yet. I'll report back.
Okay.
I will say
Okay.
the one
Okay.
like general one that I like is everywhere. The Wendy's CEO, that dude looks like he actually enjoys like the Wendy's thing. Like the way he was dipping the fries in the Frosty looks like a dude that knows how to do that. Like he has done that a million times.
Authentic.
I love
Because
that.
like you see some people that dip it like long ways in. This guy was
Yeah, it's
He-
like you
He
clearly
picked
don't
up
eat your
two
food.
fries. He made it into just like a plank of potato and literally scooped Frosty. And I'm like, this guy knows. He
This guy-
knows.
This guy
Oh,
gets
Yeah. Yeah. So kudos to Wendy's, the one that's literally all across the country.
Love that. Love that. All right, guys. Completely forget what I said in the intro. This was the Pokemon episode. Great episode, everybody. It's been a pleasure chatting all about Pokemon with y'all. If you guys want to chime in with your own comments and opinions, feel free to send us a tweet on X or Twitter or whatever it's called now. You can send us an email too. That's on Gmail. What is that Gmail, guys? Somebody help me out here.
RXP_podcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
Thank you,
Yep.
Matt. That's what I'm talking about. And lastly, thank you, Grandmaster Doug, for the tunes. Can't wait to see y'all in the next one. See ya.
I was ready to destroy my body.
Bro.